Alright guys, today we're going to show you how to make venison summer sausage. I'm going to go through the ingredients real quick. First is the seasoning. This is like a bulk bag of seasoning. I think it makes about 25 pounds of sausage. We're going to make right at 10 today. You just follow the instructions on the back of the bag to mix up the right amount of seasoning. This is LEM brand. You can find this at Academy. I don't think they have the bulk bag, but you can get 5-pound bags there, enough for 5 pounds of meat. Next thing is the cheese. This is high temperature cheese. I got that at the local butcher shop. You can order it online. It needs to be high temperature or your cheese will melt as you're actually baking the sausage. The next thing we have is just regular breakfast sausage. This is mild sausage, got it at Walmart, 2 pounds. And I forgot to mention this is a pound, right at a pound of cheese. We got 2 pounds of country sausage. This is for the fat content mainly. And then we've got 7 pounds of deer meat. Most of this is shoulder. There might be some other cuts mixed in there, but most of it is shoulder. It's the best thing we found to use the shoulders for. We pretty much grind up everything we can off the shoulders and use it to make summer sausage. Next thing we have are the casings. Casings again are LEM brand. You can get these at Academy as well. You have to soak these for 20 to 30 minutes. It tells you on the package in warm water. So these have been soaking for a little bit. And then the last thing that we have is the actual sausage stuffer. Got this on Amazon. There are stuffers at Academy as well, and Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. You know, just take a look and see what you want to get. I want to say this one was, I think, $109 at the time I bought it. They have like single gears, dual gears. I don't do this very often, so for my use, this is going to last a long time for me. So that's the ingredients. We'll get to mixing everything up. All right, so we've got our seasoning mixed up per the instructions on the package. I'm going to mix in the breakfast sausage. There's not really any science behind this. You just want to mix it as best you can. I like to break it up and mix it up in big chunks first. I'll mix it more thoroughly here in just a second. So get it started. I'll put a little bit of cheese in there. And I don't know, somebody that makes sausage more often than I do, they might think, man, he's going to put a lot of cheese in that sausage, but I like cheese, so that's the way I make it. Something to always remember too is I have a friend that let me hunt on his property during muzzleloader season, and I was fortunate enough to get a deer, and I'm going to make sure that he gets a couple rolls of the summer sausage when it's done. Always take care of the landowner if they let you hunt on their property. So I'll mix in a little more of the seasoning. And some more cheese. seasoning. Make sure it's mixed up real good. Actually, I might do that in 2 batches. There's more in there than I thought. Shout out to my son Gavin, who's doing the video. Doing an awesome job. You can see that pork's getting mixed in there good. Alright, last of the seasoning. In the sink. Last of the cheese. You can get all kinds of different cheeses for this too. You can mix in pretty much anything you want, really. You can get high temperature cheese. I'm going to try that at some point. I like the mild right now, but you know, I've never tried the high temperature cheese. But you have to buy it in such big bags of bulk that I'm going to get through this big bag of mild cheese before I try anything else. It's getting mixed up pretty good. And when you're mixing this up, you can see if you've got too much pork in one section or something like that. You'll just see a big chunk of lighter colored meat. All right. I think that's mixed up pretty good. I don't see anything that looks too bad. So I'm going to clean my hands up and we're going to start putting it in casings. Now we're going to load the stuffer. This stuffer, again, I got it from Amazon. Said in the description it was anywhere from 5 to 7 pounds. It seems to be more like 5 for the way I stuff it. Maybe you just have to cream it down in there more, but I took the handle off there real quick because this kicks back and it just makes it easier to load. So I actually like to load it. I'll turn this around so you can see it on camera. I actually like to load it with it still in the hinges. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do, but that's the way I do it. And it is as simple as putting it in there. There's nothing wrong with filling it pretty much all the way to the top. You just got to leave a little bit of room for the for this to go down to make sure you don't get meat around that gasket. You can see there, as I was loading it, I noticed some that needed mixed a little more, so you just mix it up as you go. get as much in there as I can without causing a problem. Alright, that's pretty full. You can see how full I've got it there. That's pretty much as full as I want to get that. Put that in, locks it in place. I'm gonna actually wash my hands before I put the handle back on and start cranking that down. So we'll actually set up a tripod and show you the next part. Here's just a tip that I do. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is what I do. So you have to have string to tie the other end of the casing up once you get done stuffing the casing. So there's extra string here. I don't know if that's technically extra, but what I do is I take my scissors and if you have better scissors, of course, that will cut much better. But I cut that extra string off, and that's what I use to tie the other end of the casing. So if you've got string you can use, that's great, but that's what I do. All right, we're gonna start making the casings. So you open them up, slide them on the tube, and Gavin's going to crank, and he's going to go kind of slow because as it goes it's going to push air out the back of the casing. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. Starting to fill up pretty good. Okay, Gavin's going to start slowing down. Stop. A little more. Okay, we're going to stop right there. Hang on just a second. Go a little further. I actually misjudged where the end of the extruder was. Okay, slow down. That's good. Alright, I got a little too much in there. Just pull it out, put it back in, make sure this don't fall off. Casings are slippery enough. I always like to try to wipe my hand off a little bit before I get ready to twist this. So I'm going to close it off and twist it up. And I got Gavin waiting with the string. I think he's just going to do, I think it's called an overhand knot twice. The way I explain that is the way you start to tie your shoe. And he's going to pull it super tight when he gets the knot created. Tight as he can. And he's going to tie another one. tight as you can. All right. So we're probably going to do that 9 more times, and we'll be ready to put it in the oven. All right, guys, this is the finished product. We're going to put this in the fridge overnight, and we'll do a video tomorrow showing you how we put it in the oven, temperature probe, and all that good stuff. So this is going in the fridge, and we'll be back tomorrow. All right, guys, so next day, sausage has been in the fridge overnight. We're going to go ahead and get it in the oven, preheat the oven to 180 degrees, and you're supposed to cook it until the internal temperature is 165. So I got a temp probe. I'm going to put the temp probe in one of the larger rolls. They're all about the same size, but there are some that are bigger than others. So put it in the larger roll, try to put it in the middle, and we'll let it cook till it gets to 165. So you can kind of gauge with your fingers here where the middle is. That way when you stick this in, you kind of know where you're going. Let me gauge it again. I'm going to go about like that. Alright, that's about the middle. We're going to grab an oven mitt. Carefully slide that in, it's a lot of weight. Alright, back in the oven. You see the internal temp right now is 33 degrees. So this thing's got an alarm. When it gets to 165, it'll let us know, and we'll take it out and we'll pick the video back up then. Okay guys, you can see the internal temperature is at 165. I'll turn the oven off. It's been there for a little bit. Open it up. See what we got. So there we go. I'm going to let that cool down to room temperature, put it in the fridge, and vacuum seal it tomorrow. So do another video tomorrow and we'll be all finished up. Alright guys, we're going to vacuum seal the casings now. The vacuum sealer I have is a Food Saver from Walmart. It's nothing fancy. First thing you got to do is make a bag. So it comes with a roll of the material to make the bags out of. We're going to seal the edge of the bag first. If you look right here, there's where it seals, so you just run that out to the edge, drop it down, put it in operate, press seal. It just takes about 20 or 30 seconds. Alright, open it back up. You see we got a seal made there, so that's the bottom of our bag. The bag has marks on it as far as lines, just to give you a gauge of how big you're making it. I tried to make mine about I try to get 2 of those marks in there. Go just a smidge long because I'm a little short on the other side. This thing has a cutter. I'll come over here. Let me get that lined back up. Okay, that's pretty good. You hold it down, just slide it across. You got a bag. We'll put the casing in. Push it all the way down. And get that as flat as you can. This is a drip tray right here. So we're going to get that out to the drip tray, although you don't usually have any moisture coming out of that when you're doing this sausage. So get it kind of flat. Let's get that down. Alright, we're going to flip it to operate. We're going to change the food button from dry to moist. And we're going to press vac and seal. So it sucked all the air out. It's going to seal it. All right, it's done. So we open it up and take a look at it. There is the finished product. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you picked up a few things that you can use. If you got some tips for me, you can leave those in the comments section. If you like the video, just click on the like button. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.